Okay guys, so in this video I'm going to show you, in my opinion, how mature skin, older skin, 30-ish skin, how we should be applying our foundation. Now let's be very clear. If you are a woman of a particular age, we really should stop looking at YouTubers and younger girls on how they apply their foundation. I'm going to tell you why. Because they don't have skin issues the way we have skin issues. They most likely have flawless skin already, and it's crazy that they still put on a full face of makeup or full application. I started looking at women my age and older, and I noticed that those women who had flawless makeup wore foundation that was so minimal that you didn't even know that they was wearing foundation, but they had flawlessness, so I knew they was wearing foundation. So I'm going to use this one just because I love how flawless this looks, but I'm going to show you how I apply it. So what you want to do is use a light to medium foundation. That's key. No more really heavy foundations, and any foundations can be built. So be mindful of how many applications you actually go in and apply. Also, there are 3 different types of foundation. There is a matte finish, satin finish, and then there's a dewy finish. We women of a particular age should kind of stay away from the dewy and the matte. We work better in the satin. We want that space right in between. We want that skin that looks like skin and it needs a little bit of dewiness to it, but we don't want to look too wet because that just looks unhealthy, believe it or not, and we don't want to look too matte and too dry. So we want to be right there in the middle, which is why I really like this stick foundation. Now they have plenty of other foundations. It's up to you how exactly you like it. At the end of the day, remember, there's no rules to makeup. You look the way you want to look. These are just my tips. Also, a main thing that a lot of people do wrong. Oh, so many people do wrong. I did wrong for a very long time. Is the way we apply our foundation. You just think about it. You're supposed to apply your foundation from the middle of your face outward. And the reason why is because you want the most coverage in the front of your face. The perimeter of your face, 9 times out of 10, you need to add a bronzer just to add dimension back to your face. So why go in and add so much full coverage or so much foundation to the outer perimeter of your face just to cover it up anyway? Something I was doing wrong for a very long time. So I'm going to take this and I am going to literally start in the middle of my face. And that is all I'm adding right now. And you can use a brush. Of course, you guys know I'm going to go in with a damp beauty blender. And I'm going to blend that out. What I love about, and I mean, you can totally use a brush. I just love the beauty blender. And you want to take what you've already applied on your skin and you want to blend it out as far as it can go. So many times we immediately go in and want to add more without working with what has already been applied. I am just working outward. This sponge is by Givenchy. It's $20. I really love the shape of it. I can hold it much better than just a typical beauty blender, and I love the angles on it. Love this sponge so much. Now you have to excuse me because I'm dealing with a small breakout right now that I am definitely treating. And anything that's left on the sponge is what I'm working outward. Now, I don't know if you paid attention to how little foundation I just used. This coverage. Believe it or not, that is really all I need. Now, if you have a lot of discoloration on your face, of course you want to go in and do some spotting. I'm going to cover my dark spots with concealer, so I'm not really focused on that. I'm focused more on the forehead and the cheek, this area, all that stuff. That's what's most important. I'm not going to take my foundation all the way around here because guess what we get? Those are, I remember working with someone who would put on her foundation and you could always see the line because she never blended it out. But the truth is, if she started putting her foundation inward and worked it out, then that line is really never there because you're literally stretching that foundation as far as you possibly can around the perimeter of your face. Now, if you need to go back in and add a little bit more in your particular areas, you do so. I'm going to say maybe like right here, a little bit. I'm always dark right there, very little bit. This is just me being a little extra, but that coverage was not necessarily needed. But if you want a slightly more flawless look, if it's just an everyday basis, that first application was more than enough. I absolutely love that stick foundation. It is so beautiful. My skin isn't matte, but you can still see with the light that there's some luminosity to it. Not dewy, just luminous. That's silk finish. Healthy finish. Love this foundation. Oh my gosh. I think that as we get older, and this is also a tip that can apply for younger women. Apply your foundation. You see so many people going straight in, especially on this side. You start inward and you work out. This way you're reducing the amount of product that you're wasting. You're not overlapping foundation on your product on your face, which adds to cakiness. You want to apply so you have a flawlessness, but you don't want to cover up all your personality. If you have freckles, don't cover them up unless that's really what you want to do. But freckles are beautiful. If you have a beauty mark, don't cover it up. You don't want to cover up everything. And one big thing for women of a particular age, especially as we get older, we ain't fooling nobody by putting on all that makeup. Think about it. Have you ever seen someone of a particular age with a caked up face and you're just like, no, take that off. You will just, if you just keep it simple, if you just add a little bit of something just to enhance the beauty that you already have, that is the key. Less is more in makeup, guys. It really is. You can still see a little bit of my discoloration. It's not perfect because no one's skin is. That's not realistic. But I definitely have a nice, somewhat even coverage over my face. So that is my tip for you. The way you apply your foundation, if you're 30s or older, even younger, start in the middle and work your way out. You will decrease those lines around the edges that you have to blend in so well. You will stop cakiness because you don't have so much built up product just sitting on your face. Not only that, but you keep a lot of product because you're using the product that you put, you're actually using the product that you put on your face to the limit. You're really stretching it out instead of just packing it on and then later on you have to worry about cakiness. Not only that, but women of a particular age that have a lot of wrinkles, you will reduce the appearance of your wrinkles because the less product that you put on your face means that that product is not settling into those creases. So those creases are not so apparent. Because a lot of times when you put on a heavy foundation, you pack it on anywhere that you smile and those lines are definitely going to appear more. So you definitely want to keep the foundation very minimal, apply just what you need, and work what you have on your face. That is my tip. I love you guys so much, and I hope that it helped, and I'll see you in the very next video. Love you guys. Mwah.